Hey ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back. This is Force here, finally taking a look at heroic Nefarian. My god, he was a pain in the butt. This is a tough fight, but I think I finally got to figure it out. Let's keep the Arcane Golem here for this opening hand. We'll ditch these two. So I'm using this warrior deck, and this is a very interesting tactic. It's basically just survive the early game and then wait him out. Essentially is what we try to do. Bouncing Blade, beautiful, love that card. The Execute is nice also for the early game removal. We're gonna pass the turn now though. So basically, first of all, he's got this true form here. He starts off with this, so he goes from 30 health to 30 health and 50 armor. Yeah, that's a lot to work through. But then on top of that, he's got this wild magic in which every turn he's gonna get one of your class cards. So what we're gonna try to do basically, let's pass the turn here. What we're gonna try to do basically is use these early removal cards and the life gain from the antique heal bot to deal, he dumps like insane creatures early on. As you can see, he's got 10 crystals to start. Well, so here's a great example of that, a Twilight Drake. Let's see what he coins into here. And okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at this. This is absolutely absurd. So let's see what Ragnaros gives us. Now, Ragnaros only gives us one card. Oh god, unfortunately, it's the frickin' Wind Fury one, which is basically like the worst one in my opinion. It's a 4/5 Wind Fury. He's got a ton of removal, plus he could kill it with a 6/6 right now. We could actually just Bouncing Blade right now. It'll guarantee to kill one of his creatures and then execute what is ever left over next turn. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and play the Bouncing Blade, see what it kills. Alright, perfect. So we got the 6/6. So now, next turn, we can just go ahead and execute. Now, I'm not going to play the 4/5 Wind Fury because he'd be able to easily kill it. I want to wait till I can potentially get a couple of creatures with it. That sucks. So he picks up a Rampage. He's going to hit us for 7 right now. Plays a Fairy Dragon, plays a Blackwing Technician. It triggers, so that means he's got a dragon in his hand as well. Okay, so as you can see here, normally in normal mode, Ragnaros will keep giving you cards. It's not in heroic. Now let's go ahead and execute this. And then we could shield block, see what we get here. That's not bad. And we're gonna play the Wind Fury right now, because this could deal with a couple of his creatures potentially. So he's gonna Wild Magic. Now the goal for the late game is to basically get him to fill up his hand, because what happens, this sucks. Oh god, are you serious? Well, no one ever accused the AI of being smart. So this is actually pretty good for us. So we're gonna hit him for 4, and then use the Wind Fury to kill off the 5/4 there. And he's got the 3/2 and the 3/5. I think we're gonna use the Arcanite Reaper to actually just kill his 3/5 right now. Yeah, I like that play. So we're just gonna use this to kill his 3/5. Again, the game plan, just survive and stall early game. And he has like a ton of like board clear stuff. He's got, gosh, Flame Strike and stuff. So we don't ever want to play too many creatures. All right, so he's gonna place the 5/6, gets rid of the 2/1 that it produces, and play. But he's got a bunch of stuff like this, like Bite and Claw. And it's weird because it seems like once you clear his board, he kind of just stops doing stuff. So again, that's why that's our game plan. So we can, luckily, the Mortal Strike hits for 6 now. Well, luckily and unluckily, because it means we're low. So we're gonna kill that, we're gonna get rid of his 3/2, and then we're just gonna armor up and pass the turn. It's getting a little hairy, but we do have these 2 antique heal bots, so I'm not gonna count myself out yet for this attempt. There's an upgrade, gets that with Wild Magic. So he can get some fairly useless stuff with Wild Magic. That's not useless. This really is scary right now, so we're down to 5. This attempt might not work out for us. We're gonna go ahead and heal bot and then armor up. Hopefully this gets us. This should get us out of range of him just being able to kill us. But I've seen some crazy turns. He can pump out some insane damage very quickly. Let's see my Mortal Strike. Okay, the minion. I almost prefer that to him hitting me in the face. And the 2/4. We can kill that with any one of our chargers here. This is the sort of minion that it gets used against. Or he's got a 5/4. Oh no, he's got 6/4 that he plays as well. But anyways, we're gonna just go ahead and kill this. It might seem like it's a waste, but it's literally this particular fight is all about just surviving, and then just trying to basically wait him out after you survive. Because He eventually runs out of creatures, and then he's just got a bunch of burn spells. Things like Flame Strike. But he doesn't play that, apparently. It's been the case for me. He doesn't play that unless you've got multiple creatures on the board. So we just make sure that doesn't happen. Okay. Let's shield block and see what we get before we do anything else. Arcane Golem. Alright. So I guess I'll just do this, plus the Taskmaster, so I don't take any face damage here. And we're gonna hold on to our weapon attacks as well. Yeah, now the bummer though is we haven't been able to get him in a position where he's got a full hand, and some of my prior attempts. So this 6/4 is the type of thing that we use these charge minions for. In my prior attempts, I've managed at this point to get him with a full 10 hand, and he starts burning cards. Let's go ahead and kill that with the charge, and then we just armor up and pass the turn. We don't need to play the heal ball right now, so we're just gonna let it chill in our hand. Try to get his hand to fill up. He's consistently getting stuff to play though, and that sucks. He's got that's the second upgrade he's gotten now. A lot of times the warrior cards that he pulls are useless, and that helps us to fill up his hand here. We're lucky we've got a response for that though, and then we'll just armor up and I guess yeah, let's just play the heal bot. That's fine, because this could get him to use one of his good burn spells to hit this instead of our face. Attacks us for 1. And he does nothing. This is the moment. All right, this is the moment where this battle completely turns in our favor. When he's at the point where he's just got a bunch of burn in his hand and he's not using it, then you just win the game, basically. So he probably has this and a couple of other pump ups or something. He does not kill the minion. The AI can be so derpy. We're just gonna armor up and pass the turn. Again, we don't want, if we have too many minions in play, he plays things like, he'll play a cleave, he'll play a flame strike. Ideally, we wanna have 1 minion in play at most. Well, the charge sucks. But we will be able to kill this now. We've got the execute that we can get rid of it with. And I think that's gonna be the answer. So let's walk into this. Let's execute that. And since we don't have any more minions in play, we can armor up. And let's go ahead and play the Shield Maiden, because we got rid of the last minion, so. If for some reason the AI just like, he won't play a Flame Strike against us, and this is good because it gets him to get his hand full, closer to 10, and closer to burning. Oh my gosh, him dropping that without a pump up means he's got no more dragons in his hand. That's really good for us. And we'll play, yeah. Does the Dragon's Breath for 4. Does it to the minion, and that's it. That's it. All right, beautiful. Let's attack him. And we'll play, actually no, we need to play this because we don't want to kill our 5/1. And I'm just gonna hit him in the face once, pass the turn. This is good. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the sort of situation that I've set up in my prior attempts to actually defeat him, and I think, okay, so that's what happens when you've got 2 minions in play. He forces it, plays the cleave. Right, we got a few different ways we can kill this guy. I guess I can just shield slam it. I'm not gonna have too many more targets for shield slam. Let's go ahead and just shield slam this. He doesn't have too many more dragons left that I have to worry about. And we're gonna hit him with this since we've got the other Death's Bite. 2 of them sitting in hand here. Magic. Okay, so there's a crusher. That's something that I could be worried about, but ooh, Mortal Strike. Nice. It's not for 6 damage though, so it's not a clean hit. So I think I'm just going to attack him and then let him walk into the 1/1, and then I can finish him off with the Mortal Strike for 4 plus the whirlwind damage of the weapon. But we'll just sit on it for now. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just sit on it for now. I don't want to throw away my Kor'kron Elite quite yet either, because that's another way I could do it as well, but. So he walks into it, that's perfect. That is not perfect. That is not perfect at all. Oh my god. 9/8, I guess I could silence it though. Or we could play the Bouncing Blades that we just drew. So I kill the 6/4. I'll just attack into it. I'll save my spells and minion. And then I'll just Bouncing Blade to finish it off. And at this point, I mean, we're getting him pretty low now in cards, as you can see. And he's sitting at a max 10 right now at 9 though. So he's not burning anything yet. Doesn't get any triggers off that, so he's, yeah, at most he's gonna be playing 1 dragon a turn now. This is perfect for us. Let's just go ahead and Mortal Strike this. Hit him in the face. Armor up. And pass the turn. I know it might seem crazy to not be playing my minions, but the whole idea is if he plays another one of his 4 health minions, I want to be able to kill it easily, so, you know. So armor up. It's getting really low in cards, though. This is a little ridiculous. And finally, get him to burn something. It took up a little bit longer this game than it has in the past for me. This is a revenge. It's probably not going to do us much good. Very nice in the early game, though. And man, oh man, he is so low. Nice, got him to burn a dragon. That's so the ideal sort of situation that we're looking for here. And this is where we just kind of snowball. Let's Shield Maiden, armor up, pass the turn. So as you can notice now, we're gonna have more than enough health to beat him in the burn race. That blows. But we're gonna have more than enough to beat him in the burn race. That's the second revenge. Those would have been nice early. Against his small minions, but whatever. Man, only 1 card left. Let's armor up and pass the turn. And there we go, now he's burnt, so let's see if he's got any minions. He does not. Okay, so he's all out of minions to play now. And at this point, we just need to race him down. So I'm gonna hit him in the face with a weapon. We are going to actually play our minion for the first time in forever. And we're gonna go ahead and hit him with this. Now, why not play the Cruel Taskmaster? Because, again, Flame Strike. We don't want him to, he will play it if we have 2 minions in play. It'll just happen. There's a tail swipe. No big deal. We have far more armor than him. We have far more total health than him. The revenges are useless. We can play the War Axe, though. And again, we're just gonna keep chipping away. So he's probably got a handful of warrior cards, plus maybe a claw or something like that. And then a flame strike. I don't know if there's 2 in the deck. I know there's at least 1 though. So armor up. And we're just gonna pass the turn now. On the off chance that he has a minion that he hasn't played, but I'm pretty sure at this point, we're positive that he doesn't have anything left. And we just win with fatigue damage now. That's quite literally, this is how it goes. I know it seems like a weird way to win, but boy oh boy, this guy was giving me a headache, and I finally found a fairly reliable, I'd say I win more times than not in this matchup now with this deck. It just works very, very well. It's a very, very effective tactic. So just as a quick refresher, you know, the early game, just survive. Use your stuff to deal with his early minions. Ideally get a Fiery War Axe for his 1/3 dragon little whelp that he plays down. Get your executes. Your revenges are nice for some small board clear. Things like the Bouncing Blade is crucial because since you have no minions in play, you can pick off one of his 2 minions and then use the Bouncing Blade to kill one of his high health minions just like that, guaranteed. It's perfect. It works absolutely perfectly. There's his Flame Strike, because he realizes it's over now. All right, let's just go ahead and play what we have, just because this is such a pain in the ass fight, and it makes me so happy to win that I don't mind BMing a little bit. We'll play the Cruel Taskmaster. We'll silence the Cruel Taskmaster. We'll play a Brawl. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this gameplay for Heroic Nefarian. Shield Stem the Cruel Taskmaster. That does it. Burnt him out. Check out the deck. It works pretty well if you're having trouble. Have a good afternoon, guys. I'll see you later.